Thank you, Dr. Gordon, and you have a lot of fascinating information to impart, I know. Something you spoke about yesterday at the London Anti-Aging Conference was very fascinating to me, and I'd like you have a very special formula of vitamin C, and you now certainly know that vitamin C is essential in so many ways. Could you tell us something about that?
Well, it turns out that vitamin C is so deficient in our diet that everybody is placed at increased risk of not living to their maximum intended useful lifespan unless they take additional vitamin C. Now, when I wrote my FIGHT program, which is food and focus and infection and genetics and heavy metals, hormone toxins, we needed to recognize that many people don't know how to fight a war on 6 different fronts, and it loses their ability to handle it. But with one nutrient that most of us know a little bit about, vitamin C, you can help with all of the major risk areas. You will have less food allergy reaction. You'll have less heavy metals. You'll have less infection. But the problem has always been, how much vitamin C does it take to do these miracles? So when a cardiologist friend of mine, Dr. Tom Levy, wrote a book called Curing the Incurable with 1,200 references, in his newest book, which is called Primal Placebo, that brings all the references fully up to date. Between these 2 books, when somebody is ill health and no one's able to help, and they say there's nothing more can be done, take matters into your own hand and realize that since the National Institute of Health in America agrees that when we give you enough vitamin C, every known cancer starts to die. Every known cancer. But the problem is we don't all have good veins, we don't have a lot of money, and there isn't a willing doctor in every town that knows how to put it in the vein, so that a lot of people are not getting that wonderful treatment. So how close can I come to the intravenous when I do things orally?
Right.
And that's where the problem is. Most of the oral products have a problem, they irritate the stomach.
Indeed.
So I was, with my bad genetic background and all my sensitivities to so many things, I couldn't take more than 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C, which with my friends like Linus Pauling, the 2-time Nobel Prize winner, who wrote a book about vitamin C and cancer and vitamin C and flu, he had really drove me to search this problem out, because he was able to take 16, 18, 20,000 milligrams a day.
Gosh.
And so he was one of my mentors, and I wanted to be as sharp at 92 and 93 years of age as he was. So I had to solve the problem. So it took about 10 years to be able to actually bring out a product that is a vitamin C delivery system. So it delivers it to the cell.
Right.
So it isn't even going to upset the stomach, because it's going right into your cells.
Great.
Now that took a lot of doing. And a lot of companies would love to figure out how we've done that, and because patent protection is so expensive in America, you spend all your time in patent court.
Yes.
A lot of this involves trade secrets, but roughly it has things like ribose, trimethylglycine, methylsulfonomethane, and it has the essential sugars like fucoxylose, etc., that are in aloe vera when you get the right kind of aloe vera. So now you have in one product a way to have anybody, even people who could never take, as I couldn't, more than 1,000 C. Now they can take a teaspoon, they open this, there's a really nice powder inside, they take a teaspoon, they put it into any kind of fluid, and they have 4,000. And if you take just that 4,000, which isn't a very big dose according to Linus Pauling, because he feels that because of the stresses of modern day life and the toxins we're all exposed to, he really believed that you should be more like 16,000 milligrams, that's 16 grams, which would be 4 teaspoons. Which ideally, because it has a short life without the average vitamin C, you only last about 3 or 4 hours. With this, I can get more like 8 to 10 hours.
Oh, that's great.
So I can protect you day and night with as little as 1 teaspoon twice a day. Now, 1 teaspoon twice a day, what's important is to know that today we can measure the level of vitamin C in your urine, and we have a little stick that you can wet with your urine, and it has a green color on the stick. But if it is operating ideally, it will turn to the yellow color, and at that level you are protected. Now the trick is to keep it in the yellow color in the morning and at night, even Sunday morning, whenever, because you never know when someone's going to rear end your car, or you're gonna sit next to somebody who's got a serious disease. So 24/7 protection is what we need, particularly for cancer patients. Now, the leading cancer clinics in the world all use this product because they see that patients who were supposed to die in a month are still buying it a year later. So they see concrete evidence that patients who've been introduced to this product are getting the effect that we want because we've found a way to get it into much higher levels in your bloodstream, and we can prove that with people doing a simple Vita C check test where you check your own urine. You can buy these tests for $10 a bottle, and that's 50 tests, and that way you can test your loved ones. Because anybody who does not move the green color over to the yellow color is at risk of getting the heavy metals from our water, food, and air,
Right.
and the infections from the people sitting around you.
Right.
And so protection against a hostile, stressful life is what vitamin C offers us. But the book, and there's now 2 of them, Curing the Incurable and Primal Placebo, these books will empower you to know more than your doctor does, because your doctor washes his hands, says that's all medicine can do for you. We have nothing else to offer you. Sorry, go home and die, or whatever. And they're wrong. And having these references will empower you. But if you have the references, it doesn't empower you unless you have a product that you can tolerate that allows you to dip. We have some people who take 5 and 6 teaspoons a day. That would be 24 grams. But they don't mind because they're staying alive. And that was true with hepatitis patients, patients with AIDS, all the viral load. So when you have a product that can stop infectious mono in your kid in 1 day, that's the kind of product you want to have at home.
That's fantastic, Dr. Gordon. And I think too often people think, well, vitamin C, that's something simple, that's something basic. But you've proven with your product that the devil's in the detail.
Exactly.
And delivering it to the cell makes all the difference in the world.
And the important thing is you need 24/7 protection. You must be protected day and night, because all of us at all times have infections. And I've covered that in great length on my website. And we have put it under a whole 1-hour discussion. So right out of Harvard, they tell you that you have a form of herpes in your body 90+% of the time. That would be called cytomegalic virus, and it's not innocuous. It's in your plaque. It's helping lead to high blood pressure. It's amazing that with this one approach, I can lower the level of lead, which is causing high blood pressure, and I can lower the total body burden of infection, which is the viral load. And there isn't a person that I'm talking to in the world that doesn't have a viral load that needs to be dealt with.
Of course, yes.
And that's when you're down, then all of a sudden your herpes comes back. Everything comes back when you're down. And you're down when you're under a lot of stress.
Absolutely. Well, it's great to know that there's a product, this Bioenergy C, that people can get. It's a simple, you drink it, it's pleasant, and then you've got the sticks to test yourself. It's what we call a slam dunk, I think.
And the mothers love it because the kid doesn't have an excuse to not go to school because he's not sick. He doesn't have a fever and he's healthy.
That's a good move. Thank you.